All right, this is a really good question and topic because it really doesn't feel intuitive, right? Why should the lightest element make up the bulk of the sun and be at the center of the solar system, right? It seems like shouldn't it be off to the side somewhere? All right. Well, the really important thing to remember here, well, there's two things. One is that the sun isn't just hydrogen. It is mostly hydrogen because the second important thing is that hydrogen is the majority of all of the material that we see in the universe. In fact, our measurements suggest that of all the atoms, hydrogen makes up about 90% of them. The other 9% is helium, and then that tiny 1% is everything else. So the stuff that we're used to interacting with the carbon and the oxygen and or more rare things like our iron or thorium or things like that. I hope you don't interact with thorium too often. But anyways, those are way, way, way more rare. But there's those in the sun. In fact, there's way more of those materials in the sun than there are on Earth, simply because the sun is so incredibly massive in comparison to Earth. So yes, if we look at what are we proportionally made of, yes, Earth is made of more iron and more oxygen, and we have very, very little hydrogen compared to the sun. The sun is mostly hydrogen, but there's just so much more sun than us. So I like to think of the formation of a star kind of like, I like to think about snow. And it's too bad this is such a lovely spring-like day, despite being February, because if I had snow, I'd show you. I guess this would work on a beach with sand too. But just imagine spreading your arms out, right, and getting a big grab of snow, an armful, and squeezing it in. So you have all this material, and then you squeeze it into the center. It doesn't matter whether you're picking up snow, or you're picking up pine needles, or little bits of gravel. It's all going to come to the middle, and it's all going to be clumped in. So this is like, your arms are like a gravity pulling it in. And hydrogen, although yes, it's the lightest of the elements, still has mass. So if you have a bunch of hydrogen in one area, you're still going to end up with a lot of gravity pulling it all in.